Hi, I'm Tanya with Free Range Cottage, and today we are talking about thrifting for your gifts. Can you find great things that are unique and personal and well made for pennies on the dollar? Maybe not. Maybe it's unique and a vintage piece that you might even pay a little extra for. But I'm going to show you some of the things that I've found for gift giving at Christmas or any time of year. Let's go over some thrifted gift ideas. And this is by no means complete and comprehensive. There are many other ideas, but I just wanted to get your wheels turning and give you some ideas of some things that I'm doing. And of course, we know that gifting is all about paying attention, and that's just paying attention to what someone's likes, dislikes, what their style is, what they enjoy doing. And then the gifts come pretty easy, whether you're buying retail or thrifted. Okay, first I am going to go with a basket. I found this very unique handmade basket. I did try to search for it, and it's either native or possibly Pakistani is what I found out. But you can see it's handmade and just all the detail in it. I just had to grab it. And I paid under $10 for it, I'm sure. But of course, a basket with a lid is fantastic for any type of little gifts you want to put in there. It's a great gift on its own. But if you want to put like baked goods, you could put rolled up socks in there, rolled up t-shirts, anything like that that the gift recipient would like to get, but also have this great gorgeous basket to reuse as a gift, or they could turn around and put a gift in it and give it to someone else. So that's my first pick. Next is one that I always look for when I'm out and about thrifting or at an estate sale or antique market or anything like that, and that is studio pottery, handmade pottery. This one actually has some type of little mark on it. I got this at an estate sale for just a couple of dollars, and I actually gave it to Rob, my hubby, and he uses it on his nightstand just to catch all kinds of weird little things. There's pins and screws and batteries and various things in there at all times. Who knows, but at least it's not floating around all over the top of the nightstand. But there you go. That would be a great guy gift, because sometimes they can be hard to buy for. And also you could put a plant in this. You could put, again, baked goods and wrap it up. You could do all kinds of fun stuff with pottery pieces. Next, I wanted to talk about fabrics and textiles, of course, quilts and throws that are in beautiful vintage condition or even new. These can all be washed, and I thrifted this little druzy print quite a while back. There's a good amount of yardage on there, and then I just found this at an estate sale, and I love that it's neutral. But these, if you know how to sew, or if you know how to use an ironing board and use some iron-on tape, you can definitely make little curtains. You could make throw pillows. Of course, you would have to know the gift recipient's style and what they're looking for, but all kinds of little gifts can be made out of these. If you want to even get more advanced, you could do tote bags, you could do backpacks, I did pillowcases for my grandkids one year, and just made a really neat pillowcase, and then I put a pocket on each pillowcase, and I tucked a little note in there, but they could also keep all their little treasures in there as well. And also, going back to the pottery, I also found these at I believe it was an estate sale. I've got my little live air plants on there, but you don't have to do that. You could give just the pottery, but I wanted you to look at these. Actually, I found these at the thrift store, I remember now. And one of them was 75 cents and one of them was $3. One of them had like a white tag. But look how neat those are. Just handmade. They've got like a little pedestal on that one. Little feet. I still even have the thrift store price on there, but I just love how organic and natural those look. And honestly, if you bought this in a gift shop or an antique mall or shop, it could be quite pricey, but like I said, I paid under $4 for both of them. Great gifts. Now this set of dishes, this Shenango pottery, is vintage, and I had picked up a set of 8 place settings on this, plus a couple of serving bowls, and someone that really admired it and loved the color is going to get that. I hate to say any names this close to Christmas, but probably won't be watching this. But anyway, this was a great find a while back, and now I'm going to be able to gift this. I think I paid $1 for each piece here, maybe $2 for that. So that's going to be a really cost-effective gift. And these are really well made, beautiful quality, and they'll be able to use those and put them in a dishwasher and just really enjoy them. And then going along that same kitchen line of things, all these beautiful silver plate serving pieces are always a favorite for us. And I mean, this is a very curated, you're curating this look for them. And this has got that hotel silver kind of look to it, which if you've looked at places like Pottery Barn or Crate and Barrel, where you're going to be spending quite a bit, they're very expensive to pick up these kind of pieces. And of course, I haven't shined these up or done anything to them. You could give them with the patina on them, which of course I wouldn't mind receiving, but also you could put some cleaner on them and get them really sparkly and pretty as well. But just look at the detail. This would be for a person that just loves that old money kind of traditional look, and maybe they do a lot of entertaining or something like that. And yes, we do put our silver plate in the dishwasher for the most part. Some of them I'm a little more particular with, but that is a great gift. Tie it with a beautiful ribbon once you've shined them all up, and you know, you could give it with another gift, some kitchen towels, cloth napkins or something like that, or just on its own. It's a beautiful gift. And then these, I wanted to show these little cheese or butter knives. They need to be shined up, but we've had these for several years, and I have so many of them that I gave a few to my son, and he still has them. And these are great for spreading jam or butter or, you know, soft cheeses. And they've got a really neat pattern on them. And these go through the dishwasher, and you can see we've kind of beat them up a little bit, but they are beautiful, and the quality on them is fantastic, and they're so unique and fun to have. So a couple of these with a jam or jelly, or maybe a biscuit mix or some homemade biscuits and some butter or something like that would be a really fun gift. Next, I wanted to show these because my youngest son had been with us at an estate sale, and he found some vintage vinyl for his record player, and that is really popular now. If you know what someone is kind of on the hunt for, he loves the sort of Brazilian bossa nova, and there's a lot of different styles that he likes to collect and look for, but he found these few for $1 each, and I thought those would be a really fun gift. And he may or may not be getting some other vintage vinyl for Christmas. I don't want to say it too loud because he's upstairs. Okay, next, what am I looking at? Oh, I was going crazy at this one estate sale. They had all this bonsai supplies, and my oldest son and I both love bonsai. I only have one little inexpensive sort of Schefflera bonsai, but I would love to cultivate and collect more of them. And they had these amazing hand-forged bonsai clippers, and I think I got those for about $5 a piece. I got each of us a pair, so those on their own would be a great gift. But then I found this amazing book, Chinese Art of Bonsai and Potted Landscapes, and it's got the Chinese characters on it as well, which I know he will absolutely love. And I didn't even look to see what year this could have possibly been from. They had so many bonsai books that if I go back, I'm going to have to look. It's 1991. So it is vintage, and it's got a history of bonsai, and then it's got pictures, it's got directions. And so vintage books, or just these types of books that are collectible, but they also have something special about them, could be a really great gift. If there's someone that loves a certain author, you might be able to find a vintage book by that author, or even current in excellent condition, and still pay pennies on the dollar what you normally would pay. So really stretching your gift giving budget. But this has plenty of inspiration photos and directions. So this one's going to be a hard one to give away, I have to admit. But then they also had all these great bonsai planters, which I paid $7.50 for each of these larger ones like this with the tray. And when I've been pricing these, because this is, something sort of a hobby that I want to expand, but yet it's quite expensive. These start at this size at the garden center would start at easily $35, $45, and sometimes more for, with the trays separate. And so paying $7.50 for these was a great deal. Now, if I can just find the actual bonsai plants for less money, that would be the next great idea. And then for my little grandson, I found something for really everybody on my list, all my kids and my grandkids. He is really into stones and rocks and, the semi-precious stones. He's really likes learning about them and looking at them. And there was a time when he wanted one of these little stone trees so bad. There was actually a way bigger one there that I may go back for. I only paid like $4.50 for this little guy, but there was a way bigger one as well that was about $15. That was huge. And I think I'm probably going to grab it if it's still there if I happen to go back. But this is going to be a fun gift that he'll be surprised at, but I know he really will like it because it was something he wanted in the past with his little allowance or some money he had gotten, and they were very expensive. This size was probably easily $35 or $40, maybe $25 at the cheapest, but he didn't have it anywhere near that. So he'll be super excited about that. Another thing that I know my sons would love are any of these big soup bowls. And I have thrifted quite a bit of these koi pieces. If you've seen any of my past videos, I found a bunch at the bins one time. So those were very, very inexpensive, but great pieces. And you could always put a soup recipe in there, or you could even make some soup if they like your soup and put it in a container in there and wrap it up with cellophane, and that would be a great gift. Or of course, just the piece itself is beautiful. And this was a great find that I just recently found, and anybody that wants to find chinoiserie pieces and give them to me, you're more than welcome to. But I found this was under $7, which was shocking because this stuff has gone up in price. I remember when it was, nobody wanted it and it was next to nothing, and I used to buy it, and I've since sent a lot of it away, sold it or whatever, but now it's just at a premium. But I found this, it was missing the lid, but a nice beautiful vase of maybe something that someone collects, or it matches with their home and they enjoy it. You could put fresh flowers in there, and it looks like this one has had fresh flowers in it. I haven't even cleaned it up yet. That's going to be a keeper for me, but it would be a really fun gift as well. And then what about just beautiful drinking glasses? If it's someone that entertains a lot, and I love always these little cut glasses that I find. I found all of these for about $1 a piece, and we love those and use them quite a bit. And an ironstone tray here. I find all kinds of great ironstone. So always, trays are like baskets. You can put any kind of gift on top of them. and wrap it up, or they could be the gift themselves. They're just beautiful and they're so useful. And then I also found this amazing Teak Ice Bucket, and this is definitely mid-century, gorgeous condition, solid teak. It says it on the bottom of it, and then it's got this insert inside that you can take out and wash and get it real clean and use this for an ice bucket. So this is great for someone that entertains a lot or that loves mid-century design. Look at that mortise and tenon kind of corner on there. It's just beautiful. So that is a fun piece, and I'm trying to think, I might have paid maybe like $12 for that. And it's solid wood and just gorgeous. And then you might want to think about framed pieces or artwork, but again, you would really have to know the person's style and what they would be happy with, because it seems like artwork is a very personal thing. I'm really particular about what goes up on my wall, so I know other people are too. But I found these pressed flower pieces, and I did an image search on them. I got them for about $5 a piece. And you're seeing my slippers there. It's just a comfy day with sweats and doing laundry and showing you gift ideas. But it's got the herbarium label on it, and it's like a pressed flower, but it's actually a print. And I looked these up, and there were a set of 4, and I only got 3, but they were, I believe, about $150 for the set of 4. And I got them for $15. So you can see the savings there. If it's someone you know well and you know their style, you might be able to do a print or piece of artwork that they would just love. I also thrifted, of course, my packaging materials, my wrapping. I got these for like 50 cents a roll. I have more of them, and I found this sort of vintage Hallmark stuff. Maybe I paid $1, and I got several rolls of that. This wrapping paper I have loved. It was a gigantic roll when I thrifted it. I think it's the 3rd Christmas that I'm using it, and I may have used it on a birthday or 2. But just being neutral like that, I've put every kind of ribbon, every color of ribbon you can imagine with it, and it just comes out looking beautiful. It's all in the presentation, right? Just put a sprig of greenery or even a flower, a fresh or artificial flower on there, and you've got a gorgeous, gorgeous gift that's exciting to open and a lot of fun. Or just go with, like a craft paper or a white. I usually try to go after Christmas when all the wrapping paper goes on sale, and of course these neutrals are going to go the fastest, so you have to get there and grab them up. These are also thrifted, which I will talk about it in a later video. And then last but not least is jewelry. I love estate sale jewelry, and I found these little brooches that are, I've got several more, but they are so pretty, and depending on your recipient, you'd have to know if they would like or wear something like this, but how pretty on just a simple sweater or on a bag or a purse or a scarf or anything like that. Just a beautiful little vintage brooch. I actually am probably going to give this one to my granddaughter because she's really she likes black. She's 13. She likes to wear black and all that stuff, but then she also loves Hello Kitty and all the cutesy and pink, and she actually liked these floral oil paintings that were in my antique booth, and so one of them had sold, but I was able to go rescue a couple of them, and I'm going to give those to her, and they're very girly, so I thought maybe she would like the little pin to put on her bag or somewhere. And then also this one is going to someone, and these are freshwater pearls. And the reason I think they're real, I'm going to tell you about pearls. What I know is if you look up closely there, if you can see them, you can see they're double knotted in between each pearl. And that's a sign of quality in a pearl necklace. Okay, and then also the clasp is one of these safety clasps so that if it comes undone, it still catches. So those things lead me to believe that these are authentic freshwater pearls, plus the weight of them. They don't feel like plastic. They don't feel like lightweight and kind of junky. And if you're looking at regular round pearls, that's what you want to look for as well. You want to look for, even if they're not a real pearl, you want to look for a solid marble, glass marble. You don't want plastic pearls. Nobody wants plastic pearls, but you want a solid marble that has the color all the way through. It's not just painted on top and flaking off and that kind of thing. So, what's called fashion or costume jewelry can be beautiful. The pearls can look real, but just get the better quality ones. And you can definitely find those thrifting if you know what you're looking for. And you're probably hearing my dog's little tippy-tappy in the background, like usual. And then I found these at an estate sale just recently, these agate slice rings, which I just went crazy over. I paid $1.50 for these. And these are real agate slices. And what I loved about them is the prong setting and these wire setting on here just elevates it, and they are just so cute. But of course you'd have to know who likes this kind of sort of organic, bigger jewelry, which I absolutely love. But these are adjustable, and I've never seen anything set in this kind of wire setting, like a ring like that. And I just absolutely love those. And if I go back there, which I just might, I got to dig around and see if there was more. There was a lot of jewelry. So I think jewelry is a really fun gift for Christmas. If you know the person's style, you could definitely find some great pieces for not a lot of money that they can enjoy a lot. And it's a beautiful, beautiful gift. So I hope this gave you some fantastic ideas. I know you can find some things, even if you're watching this and it's really close to Christmas, which is when I'm filming it, there's still a chance. If you aren't finding anything, then go for baskets and trays and things that you can wrap other stuff in. Cloth napkins, tablecloths are great gifts as well for people that like to entertain or that have their own home. And just, beautiful like little bags and jewelry and maybe scarves for more personal gifts. And you can do it. You can stretch your dollar and you can find some beautiful vintage pieces that everyone can enjoy. And I will see you next time for more cottage life, thrifting, and all the fun stuff. See you soon.